How did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh, fantastic.
Amazing. Kick that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, there is some footage of Trump that was published by the Daily Beast. It is unknown who filmed the tape, but there is more of Trump ranting in a golf cart about Joe Biden and about Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's watch.
The bad guy, he just quit, he's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so bad. So
I just can't imagine.
But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him, he can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Thank God.
Very good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just keep knocking him out, right?
Okay, so apparently Biden has quit the race. I hadn't heard that. I don't know if you guys have heard that. But that video wasn't the end of Trump's tirades against Biden and Harris. Here is what he had to say on Truth Social commemorating the 4th of July. Said post had very little to do with the holiday itself, but here's what he said. Oh God, happy 4th of July to all, including to our highly incapable president who uses prosecutors to go after his political opponent who choked like a dog during the debate, but tried to pretend it was international travel, only 12 days rest. And when that gig was up, he blamed it on a cold. Therefore, why would anyone say he's cognitively challenged? Also, respects to our potentially new Democrat challenger, laughing Kamala Harris. She did poorly in the Democrat nominating process, starting out at number 2 and ending up defeated and dropping out even before getting to Iowa. But that doesn't mean she's not a highly talented politician. Just ask her mentor, the great Willie Brown of San Francisco. Someone else that I have to compliment is a deranged Biden prosecutor named Jack Smith, who has become a legend in his own mind for all of those cases he has lost. The corrupt prosecutors are working hard for Crooked Joe, but it will never be enough. Make America great again. Ooh, wow. Okay. On a different Truth Social post that same day, Trump referred to ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos as George Slopadopoulos. But what has Biden been up to? Here is a quick compilation of some clips from a 4th of July barbecue at the White House for service members and their families.
And by the way, I've been all over the world with you. I've been in and out of battles. Anyway, you got me, man. I'm not going anywhere. All right. All right, I'll come back out when they open the gate, okay? Thank you. One last thing. I used to think when I was a senator, there were always congestion on the highways. There's no congestion anymore. None. We go on the highway, there's no congestion. And so the way they get me to stop talking, they'll say, we just shut down all the roads, Mr. President. You're going to lose all the votes if you don't get in. But anyway.
Sharon, I'm looking at your face. Tell me your feelings. How does this all make you feel? Because I'm stressed. This is stressful.
I long for the days when he just pardoned a turkey. That's all that's left that I can have confidence in. We've got to put an end to this charade. I don't know how, though. That's the problem. As Cenk and I went back and forth over what should happen next in the Democratic Party. How do you get out of this mess? I fear that you cannot get out of this mess. It is a self-inflicted wound. That's what it is on both sides, okay? Who gave us Trump? They had so many chances to not let him take over their party, the Republicans. They rolled over each and every time. People like Susan Collins told us things like, I think he's learned his lesson. No, he hasn't. He went and did it again. Only worse. And now he's and his lieutenants are talking about, let's just off with their heads. Let's just kill them. It's as nutty as can be. And I'm really sick of the mainstream media here. From Tapper on CNN to probably Stephanopoulos or whatever Trump called him, Papadopoulos. They don't have no more say. So many insiders, so many exclusives. But now it's the first time we're learning that Joe Biden has like some real problems. What do you think the donors are saying? The donors are usually in on it. Let's lie to our constituents. Let's lie to the American people. But this time, the donors were lied to as well. And they're not going to put up with that. So I just, if you want to let him pardon to Turkey early as his last presidential act, then go ahead, okay? Let's do that, and then let's pick up the pieces, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, so I was debating whether to say it or not, because sometimes these hidden camera stuff's embarrassing and they get you from a certain angle, et cetera. But he did say Sloppodopoulos, right? Brother, we're talking about sloppy, and this Trump guy pretended he was 235. You see that video? Did that brother look 235 to you? Okay, anyways, so they're both a mess. They're both a giant mess. Like, I mean, Donald Trump, he says he's quitting. You're not up on what's happening in the race that you're in for president. You're not tracking whether Joe Biden has quit or not quit. Sharon referred to the Heritage Foundation leader saying, you know, our revolution will be bloodless if the left allows it, implying that if we resist in any way, that it will be filled with blood instead. The Republican nominee for North Carolina governor said that we should start killing people on the left. So meanwhile, Trump says, oh, Heritage Foundation, Project 2025, I haven't heard of it. And we were debating it earlier in the show. Has he or hasn't he? Because he's such a moron, he might not have. They are planning what you're going to do in your government. You barely pay attention. You can't even read. So shouldn't you know about Project 2025? The rest of the country knows about Project 20. But if they don't speak for you and you just found out 4 months before the election that they're planning to fill your entire administration and they have your agenda completely set and you never even heard of them, even though Steve Bannon's talking about them 24/7, everyone on the right wing is talking about how great it's going to be and how they have the whole transition plan, and you never heard of them. You don't know if Joe Biden's in the race or not. We got problems with the mental faculties of both candidates for sure. And you know, look, you know me. If you watch this at all, you know I'm disgusted with the Democratic Party. You see that Biden tape, and they keep telling you, "Oh no, don't believe your lying eyes." Do you know that they put out that tape to brag about how good a shape that Joe Biden is in? That's like Trump putting out the other tape to brag about how great a shape he's in physically. We just live in a bizarre world where all of our leaders lie to us 24/7, and we're all exhausted from it.
Yeah, I think overall it's going to be a really long few months as we head into November from here. We all already are so exhausted. I've been tired since 2020, since 2016. Let's say I've been tired. So all of this is not good. I can't wait for all of the United States to just get past whatever weirdo phase this is that we're in. I don't know what's going to be on the other side of it, of course, but hopefully it's better than whatever this is. I think that at this point, we've gotten to where we have two very senior presidential candidates, neither of whom are good presidential candidates. And it's embarrassing for everybody, including the parties. And I think that something is going to have to change at this point. I feel like we've hit the apex and we have to come back down and find some kind of common ground that's a little bit less ridiculous. Just a little bit less ridiculous would be very, very nice for all of us, I think.
Won't be easy though. I mean, it won't be without bloodshed. To think that we're going to just kind of regulate ourselves, self-correct here, we're so far gone. There has to be something. I do think the Heritage leader was right. This is another revolution. We are on the cusp of it, if not entered into it. It's right here. And the dictator who is, according to the polls, leading the race, he doesn't need to know any of the details because he doesn't care about anyone but himself and how to get richer and punish people who are personal enemies. He doesn't need to know anything else except when McDonald's is releasing their McRib sandwich again. Other than that, he's good. He's good.
Yeah. So look, I hope to God that there's no bloodshed at all. And I know from our side, we should never ever do that. It is a total intellectual defeat. It's saying I'm just not as smart as the other person, so I resorted to violence, right? And
Absolutely.
so, but Things are in awful shape. I'm worried about the other side doing it. And my sense of it, guys, is, look, I don't think it'll be bloody. I hope to God it's not. But God help the next person who wins. So we're in a contest of both guys trying super hard to lose this election. In my opinion, utter incompetence in all directions. But whoever does win is at some point in the next 4 years going to face the mighty wrath of this nation, because we've had enough of the robbery. Like both sides, all they ever do is get in and deliver for their donors, deliver for their donors. Oh, is it going to be Trump's donors or Biden's donors who win? But we never ever win.
Yep.
So I would just reverse Yasmin's analogy. I mean, we've hit rock bottom and we hit it really hard, face first. And at this point, we're still digging, but at some point, we got to get back up. And the way to get back up is to stop listening to people in authority. They are almost all lying to you. They do not have your best interest in mind. They have their best interest in mind.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, we really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.